This video is about how to draw custom shapes in Mapline. Here in the map I have plotted some of the stores that I own, and I want to see how they're performing based off of specific geographical areas. So the first one I want to see is how the southern half of New Jersey is doing. So to do that, I click here on this Draw a Polygon button. And then I just start to click to draw my shape. And every time I make a click, it's making a point on the shape that I'm drawing. So I'm just going to include everything up until about New Brunswick. And then to close this shape, all I do is I click on the first point that I drew. And I can see off to the right the square mileage of the shape that I'm drawing. So I'm going to click on that to close it. But now let's say that after drawing the shape, I also want to include these 3 pins here by New Brunswick. To do that, it's also very simple. I click here on this Edit button, and now I can drag out these squares so that it will include the 3 different pins that I was looking for. And once they fit in there, I can then hit Save, and the shape will be saved. Now that I've drawn this shape in the southern part of New Jersey, let's say that I also want to draw a circle with a 20-mile radius around the city of Stamford. So to do that, it's also very simple. But before I do it, I'm going to change the color. So to change the color of the shape that I'm going to draw, I click here on this paint bucket, and I can see here is the fill color, and here is the line color. So I'm just going to change the fill color. So to do that, I click here on this square, and then I'll get a color spectrum that appears. So I want to make it more of a greenish color. So I click here on that green part, and then I'm going to hit Close, and then Save. And then I'm going to come up here to this circle button and click on that, and I'll hover my mouse over Stamford. And now to draw the circle, all I do is, as it says, click and start to drag. And as you can see off to the right, I have my radius. So I'm going to drag this out until it's about a 20-mile radius. And once I get that, then I just release my mouse. And now you can see that it has a green fill, whereas this one has a blue fill. So that's how I changed the color, was through this paint bucket. And now if I ever want to get the information about all the pins that fall within either of these shapes, it's very simple. I just click here, for example, on the southern part of New Jersey, and I can easily see the square mileage of the polygon that I drew, as well as the total number of pins from the store locations that fall within it. And I can download either of these things into an Excel spreadsheet. But I can also click here on Location Report and see a list of all the different pins that also fall within that, with all the data that relates to them. And this I can also download into an Excel spreadsheet. And that's how easy it is to draw custom shapes in Mapline.